under starlight's beam. Heroes rise in this night they gleam. Pages turn and this fate intertwines. Saturday night, it rewinds. Special tales broke the mind in the city's electric light. It's hard, heroes fight. Every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill, where stories fashion dreams at will. In this world we take a fight. Saturday night special, guide in the night. Wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime and bring new light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. It's colorful.
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the sixth best show on Renovision. With comments such as, for the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at. SNS, and that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
No, I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush we did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. It is Saturday night. You're locked into the 9th best show on Renovision, Saturday Night Special, where we will not be entertaining you this week because last week some nutsack told us we're not funny, just talk about comics. I think we got a good show for you guys tonight. As always, we got our best and worst coverage of the week. We got Time Tunnel. We got Dodgeball. We got anime. We've got all the goodness. MCM mega character matchup. We got a tight show. And as always, we finish strong with Misconnect picked who Styx is looking for love from this week. How you guys doing?
Myself.
What's going on, Sam and Styx? How you guys doing this week?
Oh man, it's been a super good week, super busy week. Finally getting through all of my work stress. I'm starting to feel a little bit more relief. Probably won't die of a heart attack this week. That's pretty exciting.
That's always good.
Been doing a little bit of extra self-loving this week, huh?
Well, I don't know that that's how I would term it. I would just say
stress relief.
When there's a task that I don't want to do and then I do it, I feel better.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's the self-love I do. Stop procrastinating and get your job done.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm still not there yet. I still procrastinate on everything.
Yeah.
But what about you, Styx? What's new with you? I'm glad that you don't have a prom this week.
No problem this week. Last week I was not here due to school dance prom. Yes. But nothing until May, I don't think.
Were you dancing with the other chaperones?
I was not.
Is there a little Styx chaperone club? Rule number 1, don't talk about chaperone club.
You ever seen the movie Heavyweights?
Yes, I was watching it yesterday with my kids.
Okay,
I have seen that movie.
So the camp counselor Tim, when they're at the dance scene and he's all skinny, just dancing out on the floor himself, that Styx it when he chaperones a prom. He's
Isn't
just
that
out
the
there
guy
going
that
crazy.
smothers himself in s'more ingredients later on in the show?
Yep.
I won't be doing that.
That's Styx. But let's say what's up to the chat real quick before we get our show started tonight. What's up, GT? Here as always with the thumbs up and the wave. Ed said, I just don't care anymore.
Oh, poor Ed.
Tommy Longbox says, douche chills and laughs. Ed says, watching a movie, with any luck, I'll make it for Sam's segment.
If I'm lucky, Ed.
The lovable Tyson says, good evening, fellas. Tyson, I haven't seen the updates to the thumbnail yet. Unless the Z's in there are new. Are the Z's new? I can't tell.
Yeah, the snoozing is new.
Okay. Still,
He had a new one.
Space here. What is that?
It looks like a garbage can.
Oh, garbage can. Yeah. Okay.
He had a new one during Qualified. He had a new icon during Qualified.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, I always look forward to the additions Tyson adds onto that. Hello, sir.
Bride Dazzle.
Brad Dazzle says hello.
Hello.
And Mega says, then a task comes along, you must whip it.
Let's whip it.
And whip it good. TK
What's up,
says, what's
TK?
up? What's up, everyone? How's it going?
What's up, TK?
What a week, man. I'm ready. Ready to get this show started, Sam. What do you got for us as a topic starter this week?
Well, okay. So part of my biggest problem is time management. And so I guess Instagram knows this. And so it sent me the incomparable Ed Milet to teach me how to manage my time better. So if you'll click on the furthest left.
We've seen this guy before, haven't we?
No, that's the furthest
That's
right.
Sorry, it's different for me. Fucking switched. Here we go.
Okay, he says, you're crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking that it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon, goes till 6. That's day 2. Then the next day, 6 to midnight. What I've done now is I've changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack that up over a month, I'm going to kick your butt. Stack that up over a year, you're toast. Stack it up over 5 years, my entire life is different than it would have been otherwise. Okay. So
What?
so someone turned this into
I
a
lost.
daily Instagram release. And I have been following it for about a week. And then I realized, like, these are coming out every 6 hours. They're using the Ed Milet schedule. And they're starting to stack up. So if we go back to the slide, you can see the middle one. It's starting to take its toll on poor Ed. Changing, manipulating time. He's got Adam Warlock eyes beaming. The host is just staring at him like, okay.
What the hell are you talking about?
And then after 100 days, Ed Milet has transcended into the realm of the gods, the digital gods.
That is, as you would call it, Super Saiyan form.
All right. So, couple of issues to bring up here.
I like that he's still shooting lasers out of his eyes, even in God form.
He's stacking it up. So, first off, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we were living in caves 300 years ago. I feel like we were pretty well on our way to civilization as we know it 300 years ago. In fact, the birth of our nation was a mere 50 years away. So I guess the biggest question is, how does Ed do his math? Secondly,
On his fingers and toes.
Why does Ed need 4 days to do what I can do in 1 day?
He's on that Dwayne The Rock Johnson method where you only sleep for like an hour a day.
He's just driven by pure ambition to get out there. Well, he didn't in his little speech. He talks about 6 to noon, noon to 6, and then 6 to midnight. He doesn't talk about midnight to 6 a.m. So I'm guessing he takes a sabbatical from midnight to 6 a.m.
Little
6
catnap.
hours of downtime.
That's not a day. That's his time in the Goon Cave. He spends a little bit of time in the Goon Cave.
That's when he's taking his bump of coke to keep going and injecting his steroids for when he hits the gym.
He's got to reload. He's got to trim.
Look at that
his beard.
vein in that neck, bro. You can't tell me.
He's got to take some steroids, do some cocaine, trim his beard.
Couple of Quaaludes. He's ready to roll again.
Get pumped up.
He had a massive workout before this. Look at this vein in his arm, too.
Well, he's stacking it up over the course of 5 years. You stack it up over a month, he's going to kick your butt. Stack it up over a year, you're toast. Stack it up over 5 years, you're a chocolate croissant.
Ooh.
That must be what's his name? Hell's Kitchen's theory too. And then you're an idiot sandwich as he puts your head
Gordon
between two
Ramsay.
pieces of bread. Gordon Ramsay.
Stacking it up, stacking the bread up. What do you guys do to manage your time wisely?
I don't.
And then what do you do? What do you do during the midnight to 6 a.m. day off.
I hammer at home.
Oh, damn.
Get it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it helped me to follow this, so to know that I can change and manipulate time simply by setting alarm clocks. It's like, good job, Ed. You discovered shifts, discovered work shifts. There's a morning shift, an afternoon shift, and an evening shift. Congratulations. What's up, Sareth?
What's up, Sarah? Sarath.
Yeah.
I want to know how he's like, is he trying to say he's getting a full like 8-hour work day in 6, and then his second day in another 6? Because if you discover this out, I smell a shorter work week coming our way.
I think what he's trying to say is your perception of time is up to you. You don't need to listen to the U.S. standards, weights, and measures, folks. Make your own calendar. Do it your own way. You want to have the same calendar as a dog? You go right ahead. There's no one to stop you. We're not living in caves like we did 300 years ago. We're living
This is telling me is I'm going to tell my boss on Monday, listen, I'm only going to work from 6 to noon. And then from noon to 6.
Hang on, Matt.
Then from noon to 6, I'm taking my sabbatical.
No. You got it all wrong. Remember, you work 1/3 of each day, right? 8 hours a day. So of that 6 hours, you only have to work 2.
Oh, even better.
So you can.
My boss
will
love that.
Take your shift.
Sure will.
From 10 a.m. to noon. Then you're home, or let's put it right in the middle. So 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then you're off for 4 hours. Then you come back at 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
All right, hold on. Let me get it.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 6 hours.
We're gonna make my schedule right now. Ready? All right. So we're gonna start from 6. All right. 6 a.m. to what?
6 to noon.
Oh, okay. Between 6 and noon. So from 6 a.m. to.
So you work the 2 middle hours.
7
That's 8 to 10.
6 to 7. Beat it like I stole it.
Yeah, there you go. Rub it out.
Yeah. So then 8 to 9. Eat breakfast. Contemplate beating again. All right.
This is a way to really stack it up. You're
so
stacking
10 to
it up.
noon, actually doing work. Okay, so there's my first 6 hours. All right. So
Copy paste.
12. What do you say? 12 to 12:15. Hydrate. Gotta make sure hydration. Yeah. What do I do with the rest of my day? He might be onto something.
Drugs. Do another 2 hours of work. Call a buddy.
Let's see, where
chat with
we
him
at?
for
We're
2
at,
hours.
Okay. 12:15.
Prepare the sketches for the podcast.
12:15 to 1 me time.
Yeah,
Not
personal
including
time,
beating it like I stole it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Clap
sure.
wife.
You gotta sneak a meal in there somewhere.
1 to 3. Eat lunch in clap wife's cheeks, because let's be honest, it's not like it takes me any more than 3 minutes for that.
You can multitask.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know how much she would be happy about me
You eating a sandwich?
eating a sandwich while
Setting
I'm
the plate
banging
on her.
home
Don't
to
worry
her,
about
you know,
that.
I don't. My wife's
hold my
pretty
drink.
relaxed and chill about a lot of things, but I don't know
Make
if
sure
I'm
you
sitting
chew
there
with your
eating a
mouth closed
sandwich.
so you don't accidentally inhale your lunch.
Yeah,
You don't want to
And I
choke
think-
on your lunch.
yeah. I don't think she would appreciate if I was sitting there hammering at home while eating a roast beef sandwich, and I feel like that would be
Very poor choice of words.
very, very frowned upon in my household. Let's see. So now we're at 3. Man, that would give me so much more time in my day.
Yeah. Stop working for the man. Start working for you. Make yourself the man.
Hell yeah.
Stack
dude.
it up. Stack it up. Turn everyone else into toast. If you put your food tray on her butt, it'll be an ashtray.
You know, I'm going to tell my boss that. I'm going to be like, listen, my perception of time does not fit your reality. Ed told me that I only have to work 2 hours in the day. So you're still going to pay me for 8, but I'm only working 2.
And tell him that if you stack it up over a month, he's toast. Stack it up over a year, forget about it. Pizza rolls. He's pizza rolls at that point.
And then when I transcend, you're all fucked anyways. So
You're gonna get the laser beam eyes.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The minute I transcend and become godlike to where you can't even see me, you're all fucked anyways. Tyson said, or TK said, it only works when you're the boss.
Yeah, I did try to look up if he's still doing this. And apparently he's transcended so far beyond our understanding that his presence on the internet has all but disappeared.
He is the internet.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Lucy where she hits 100%.
Yes, I was just about to say that. It's that scene in Lucy where she like just becomes
just dissolves into the internet.
Oh man. I learned a lot today. And we're only 16 minutes in the show, and I feel like I'm a new person.
Well, if you think about it, that's like 10% of your day already gone.
Absolutely. And I've got to listen within the first half of the day. I've already relieved stress, pampered myself, had a sandwich, worked 2 hours, and I still have so much time left. Tyson says, has Marco transcended?
You can compress and condense time. You can bend and change and manipulate time. Don't let Marco dictate your perceptions.
And maybe I'll find time in those open hours to be able to put together good content for this show.
Let's not push it.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to reach for the stars.
Brand. We have a brand. We have to.
I don't want to set expectations too high. But
well, I hope everybody found this helpful. And if anybody transcends as a result, please remember old Sammy boy.
I think Styx that's why Styx stays still young, because he follows this method.
He's transcended.
Yeah.
He's Styx-sended.
I've got a healthy leaf on life. That's all it is.
Nah, kids get no time.
They've got to find their own way through life, Sarah. Can't be caught.
They have to learn how to transcend it at some point too. So they got to get on my level.
There you go.
I am transcending above all.
Well, there you go.
Those kids do enough to occupy my time. I get to transcend all by myself. That's good advice, man.
Amen.
That comment was godlike. Listen, we are all now smarter for Sam teaching us this. We are all now more prepared. Styx is actually going to ship people's books out because he can find time doing it with this method.
It's not shipping my book.
Marco can sure as hell slow down time when he's on SNS. Marco can do a lot of things.
Marco is the time gobbler. If Ed Milet is speeding up time, Marco's gobbling it up like a black hole. Slows it down to
olive oil and just inhaling it like he's Galactus. While Pete, his herald, finds him the next planet to devour, which is what he's going to do in Cliff on Comics next week. That's why Pete's sending him over there to devour another world. But make sure to check out Pete on Cliff on Comics this morning. He did Comics and Coffee with Cliff. It was a good show.
Very good.
Brucifer was also on another show today doing Only Slaps. It was a good show for a little bit I caught of it before I had to go let my children occupy my time. So apparently in my newfound, abilities to control my own time, I still have to make time for my kids. So That's all good stuff, but good stuff, Sam. You guys want to start getting into a little bit of news?
Let's hit the news.
Let's do it.
Kicking us off tonight, we got a little bit of X-Men news flying around. X-Men Jesse Plemons. Yeah, I know his name. Jesse Plemons, rumored to be in the mix to play Beast in the MCU reboot. We assumed Kelsey Grammer would be staying on as the MCU's Hank McCoy after his post-credit scene cameo in the Marvels, but it seems Marvel Studios is planning to cast new actors as Beast in the upcoming X-Men reboot. According to the hot mic Jeff Snyder, Jesse Plemons' Civil War, Zero Day, Breaking Bad is in consideration to play Beast in the movie. We're not sure if he's actually met with Marvel about the role or is simply a person of interest, but we can see quite a lot of fans getting behind the particular rumor. Plemons is just the latest actor to be mentioned in the connection with one of the main mutants' roles in the new film. Harris Dickinson and Jack Champion are reportedly being eyed to play Cyclops, with Stranger Things alum Sadie Sink, Cynic, a likely pick for Jean Grey, which we saw before. We've also heard that the Bears Ao Edaberry and DeWanda Wise are on the studio's radar to play Storm. Kitty Pryde and Gambit are also expected to be on the team. Does this casting news excite you for any more than you can possibly be excited for X-Men?
I'm thrilled.
I'm excited that they're talking about it, I guess.
You seem like it. You just seem absolutely giddy, Sam.
This really
calm down,
really
Sam. I know you're excited, but
throws water on my excitement for this movie.
Calm down, Sam. I know you're excited, but let's take it down a notch there.
I was okay with Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, but it seems like they're really trying to de-attractify all of these people. We want X-Men, but we don't want sexy X-Men. We want average-looking X-Men.
Why average? You don't think Jean Grey was sexy?
I mean, Sadie Sink, fine actress, terrific actress. Also, in my eyes, still a child. She's in her
20s.
I know she's in her 20s, but I started seeing her in Stranger Things when she was still a child. At any rate, she's not Famke Janssen. Right? Can we agree? Sadie Sink and Famke Janssen, totally different levels.
Totally different people. Yeah, sure.
Totally different levels. And Matt is still muted. I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know who that is. I think you just made that person up.
You don't know who Famke Janssen is?
No, who's Famke Janssen?
She was Jean Grey in the first X-Men
okay.
movie.
I didn't know her name. I didn't know the actress' name. I guess I'm like Marco in that standpoint, where I don't know who the hell you're talking about. I know who she is, but I don't know what her name is. If you would have said that one hot chick in the original, or hot redhead in the original X-Men movie, I'd be like, oh, okay, I got you. You gotta go higher.
Her name's Famke. She's Dutch.
Famke Janssen.
She's like 6'3".
Yeah.
She's as tall as Hugh Jackman. And Jesse Plemons looks like he could be a fruit called a plemon. You know, his face looks like a plemon. It's like something that grows on trees.
It literally sounds like someone is getting murdered.
Looks like he should be playing Foggy and Daredevil.
No!
They're playing Skippo. That's all it is.
What the hell is Skippo?
Kind of like Uno.
Oh, okay.
So no, I'm not super excited. I don't know who Harris Dickinson is or Jack Champion.
He was in well, I don't know. Did you see the movie Iron Claw? I'm assuming not, but I don't want to make assumptions. No. Iron Claw is a really good movie if you're a wrestling fan. It's a great A24 movie, but sad movie about the Von Erich family. He was also in Baby Girl. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
But I want Gambit. Do you want a new Gambit or do you want Channing Tatum Gambit? Do you want him to have another go at playing Gambit? I'm getting excited by the X-Men. I like Jesse Plemons. I think he does a great job of being an actor. And I mean, but it feels like he plays kind of like a lot of the same characters almost as to like, and I say that like he kind of has that character where it's like a nice guy and then he can kind of slip into being like a psychopath almost, feeling like if you've ever seen him in the movie Game Night with Jason Bateman
or Blink Twice.
I don't think I've ever seen Blink Twice. Or how he was in Civil War, if you saw that movie. I'm not talking about Captain America. He's got great acting abilities, but it would be weird seeing him as Hank McCoy, I think. But if they're going to go the route of making him Dark Beast, I think that would be, he's probably the best actor for it. I think it'd be a good choice. We'll see.
It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Alan Richardson says he wouldn't even have to pay him to play the DC Dark Knight. He's really making a hard pitch to play Batman and Brave and the Bold.
I'll do it for free.
Future star Alan Richardson was a fairly popular pick to play Batman even before he made a massive impact in the title role in the Prime Video series, but the fan cast really picked up when the DC Studios co-head James Gunn announced that the new actor will play the Dark Knight in DC, the Brave and the Bold movie. For this part, Richardson has fully leaned into the campaign, expressing interest in doing the cape and cowl on a number of occasions. Richardson took part in a Wired's latest autocomplete video, and the Batman rumor came up yet again. The actor is definitely still hoping to get the opportunity to play the iconic DC hero, joking that they wouldn't even have to pay him to star in The Brave and the Bold. He also gave us a little hint as to how his Bat voice might sound. What's amazing to me about this rumor of the Batman or the Batman desire and the zeitgeist is the fact that James Gunn has personally announced publicly on his Twitter or X or whatever, LOL, he's not playing Batman. He's not playing Batman, and this thing will not die. I get asked every day if I'm playing Batman. Yeah, I would play Batman. Would I pay handsomely to be Batman? You wouldn't even have to pay me to be Batman. I would don the suit. Gotham is mine. Look at that. I don't even have to practice. It just comes out naturally. Is there a chance Gunn and company might consider Richardson in this role? Anything is possible, and it's worth noting that while these campaigns rarely result in the actor landing the gig, it is not unheard of. Rumors persist that the Batman star Robert Pattinson will ultimately wind up staying in the DCU's Caped Crusader, but Gunn recently confirmed that a new actor is being sought.
Neat.
Here in Florida,
there are lawyers in Florida.
There's you got Sticks, attorney at Life Law. You can ask Sticks.
I practice everywhere.
Yeah. He's able to practice in all states.
In all realms of reality.
Yeah.
Yes, he was good on Fargo as well, Sarath.
I've passed a bar in many of a state. I never went in, but I passed it.
I think he would be a great Batman. Honestly, he's jacked and massive in Reacher. He was good as Hawk in the Teen Titans series. I think he would be a fantastic
He's
Batman
not afraid to do steroids.
No. You don't think he's natty?
No, heck no. It's so dumb. It's so dumb how these guys are like, oh, I'm 100% natty. Not possible. Not remotely possible.
I don't know if there's a lawyer in the community in Florida, but I mean, Sam is a lawyer. I don't know how much he would charge you to ask your question, but
I'm not licensed in Florida. So I'm going to have to, I can help you find somebody, but we'll do it offline.
And he's a man that G God.
Reach out to me on my Instagram and I'll help you find a lawyer in Florida, but
he'll help you, Hartman. All
Is
right.
that who that is? Is that Hardman?
I threw this in here for Sticks because I feel like Sticks never gets enough Doctor Who love, and I'd like to hear Sticks' point of view because I have no idea. I've never heard of this dude before.
All right.
Kevin Feige may be off to Lucasfilms, and Doctor Who fans know exactly who should replace him. Russell T. Davis may be the best known for his Doctor Who projects and domestic dramas, but he is also a self-proclaimed fan of comic books. The writer told Doctor Who magazine about how he desperately wanted to be a comic artist as a child. However, his career advisor during his school days persuaded him against pursuing the career because of how he is colorblind. Russell T. Davis is particularly a fan of the Extrix and Peanuts comics and has publicly expressed his thoughts on the MCU shows like Loki. Russell T. Davis has already been approached to helm a Marvel Studios project. He was offered an MCU TV series in 2024, according to Radio Times. Not much is known about the property he was offered, other than it was a British Marvel show, probably Captain Britain. Unfortunately, Russell T. Davis turned it down, but there's new shows that Disney and Marvel Studios are interested in Russell T. Davis. Exquisite acting talent. The same interview confirmed his interest in the MCU, seeing Russell T. Davis confirm how he hatched the TV programs as they drop on Disney Plus, or how he watches the Disney programs as they drop on Disney Plus.
All right. Russell T. Davies as a Doctor Who writer and showrunner is fine. But I wouldn't put him in Marvel. I don't think the way he writes is for Marvel. The way he writes is very one-sided or woke, or however you want to put it. He does write as of late. Now, in the early days of Doctor Who, he was fine. He had more of a constraint on him, so he couldn't put these
woke ideologies
into Doctor Who. Now he kind of does, because he runs it more so than he did before. I still enjoy Doctor Who, even the way he writes it, but I don't believe the way he writes with his the way he's been thinking as of recent is good for MCU and it going forward.
So you don't think he's the guy to replace Kevin Feige, huh?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Interesting.
Yeah, no.
I've never heard of him, and that's why I was like, I wonder what Styx' opinion on this is. Our resident Doctor Who.
Yeah.
fanatic.
His shows for BBC are all LBGTQ centric, or for the most part. So unless you have a LBGTQ character for Marvel for him to write, I don't see him doing. He's definitely not doing Spider-Man or Captain America or anything like that. So, and Captain Britain might have been the one they wanted him to do, but I don't know. That I don't know.
Buffy guy said if they're picking from Doctor Who, they need is Stephen Moffat.
See, Stephen Moffat was a lot better than Russell. I agree with Buffy.
He did Jekyll. He did Sherlock. He did Doctor Who. So he's got a little bit more mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
But he's also like, those shows all kind of fall apart in the second half of their run. So I don't think Stephen Moffat's really the guy either.
Yeah, I don't know who you would want. I don't think there's a showrunner in Britain that I would pick to replace Fahey. If Fahey's looking to leave, I don't know who you would replace him with here either.
Well, it's rumored that he's leaving, and just like Kathleen Kennedy is rumored to be leaving Lucasfilm, but he's not leaving until after Secret War, till after X-Men comes out. So it's still a couple of years, but he's still got probably 5 years left, if not more, maybe 6. But it's still interesting of like who they would look at to replace Feige.
Yeah. Well, I will say Russell T. Davies is not the man to replace Feige.
But
he's having trouble right now with fans and how he's running Doctor Who. I don't think he needs to be going into this 10-year gap like Marvel runs with their shows. Like every 10 years, there's a certain arc going on.
Why people are just not liking that he's focusing on the topics he is, like the LGBTQ stuff, or
the feeling is that he's too in your face with his ideology.
Almost like he's cramming it down your throat.
Yeah, like you can write a story about that and be not like in your face and forward about it, but it's some of the stuff he's done has been just that, just kind of in your face. Hey, this is the way I'm going to write it. This is how it goes, type stuff. So,
all right, Styx has spoken, therefore thou it shall be. Marvel Legends Doctor Doom premiere helmet is worthy of Marvel's greatest villain. For years, he's been sidelined in less than stellar live-action adaptations, but now Marvel Comics' greatest villain of all times, Doctor Doom, is about to get his debut in Avengers Doomsday. But before Robert Downey Jr. puts on the iconic metal mask for Victor Von Doom in the MCU, you might want to honor the original Jack Kirby Stan Lee version, and soon you can. With the new Marvel Legends Doctor Doom premiere role-play helmet from Hasbro, Thanos is so yesterday's news, Hasbro's Marvel Legends proudly presents this 1-in-1 scale replica of Doctor Doom's classic helmet. Roleplay helmet with premium design and deco is inspired by the character's signature look in the Marvel Comics. Marvel roleplay set comes with a green fabric hood inspired by Doctor Doom's signature robe, including a stand, and is a great for displaying if fans, collectors are wearing with the Doctor Doom Halloween costume or Marvel cosplay. Imagine putting on this brilliant mind of Victor Von Doom against Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, bringing comics-inspired scenes to life with Marvel Legacy action figures, roleplay gear, and collectibles, each sold separately, subject to availability. This is pre-ordering now. You can pre-order it as of the 6th. It's going for about $100, and boy, do I want one of these.
You'll have to wear it on the show.
I just want to display it on a shelf right behind me or something. I might have to pre-order this. It looks sick. It looks real sick. I tried to ask Pete today if he was going to buy everyone on Renovision one, but he didn't answer me. I was like, listen, you've got that CBSI money. Don't act like you don't. You can buy us all Dr. Doom helmets.
Just don't leave Sticks to charge of shipping.
Yeah, he wanted to act like he didn't hear what I was asking, so curse you, Pete.
If these were like the mini NFL helmet type sizes, and you can just I think I would go for that. I don't need a full size one.
I was like, what about Super Chat money? And he scoffed at me and he was like, listen, you're the 9th best show on this channel. Nobody's giving you Super Chat money. Don't act like you're tack. And I was like, all right, I understand.
I thought we had $100.
No, I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't keep track.
Well, neither does Pete.
No, we do. We have Super Chat money set aside. I'm just kidding.
Pete's spent our money on lifts, so
yeah, wedges for his shoes. He spent our money to ship out Whatnot books that he sold. He was like, everyone gets free shipping. It's on the SNS boys. But
well, good for us.
Any Marvel collector will be happy to have this helmet. I know I want one. I just not a big fan of pre-ordering things. That's all. I don't like pre-ordering, but then I get pissed off when I can't get one. Because I'm like, I don't want to spend money right now to get something in 6 months. I don't want to be Dom and pre-order something and be waiting like 6 years for it still.
Oh, God, yeah. I will say, I don't think this helmet here will end up at Ollie's. I think this will be something that actually does sell.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that it'll sell out and then they won't remake it, reprint it, and then it'll be like ungodly in the second market.
Oh yeah, they don't really.
Tyson says, you guys have all that cash
Yeah,
from
they
that raid a
expect
bit ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll have to have our lawyer contact Pete to follow the money trail. Moving on. Speaking of Doom, Spider-Man 4 will serve as direct sequel to Avengers Doomsday. There have been numerous theories and rumors relating to Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios' fourth solo Spider-Man movie, and speculation really kicked up a few notches when some pretty wild reports about which characters could be involved in the story started doing the rounds a couple of months back. Now, a new rumor may give us a better idea of what to expect. According to Daniel Reichman, fucking I can't.
Reitman.
My mouth is so dry. Spider-Man 4 is basically being developed as a direct sequel to Avengers Doomsday that will bridge the gap between the 2026 film and 2027's Avengers Secret Wars. We've heard that Tom Holland's Wallcrawler is going to have a major role in Doomsday, so Spider-Man 4 serving as a follow-up to at least some extent would make sense. Though Spidey didn't feature in the recent MCU concept art that found its way online, the image did lead to some intriguing theories related to the iconic hero's role in all three films mentioned above. Scooper, My Time to Shine, has chimed in following this weekend's concept art leaks from Avengers Doomsday, reiterating previous reports about Spider-Man 4 being a Battle World story. The insider suggests we can expect a lot of Spider people in the movies and pointed to Spider Island being a strong possibility. In Spider Island comic book event, the Queen teams up with the Jackal and gives everyone in New York City, including other superheroes, their own spider powers. Gordon says they should charge extra for the cloak and armor. Tyson says SNS deserves that NIL money. Yeah, right. Does Craven solo movie ruin a chance of getting a last hunt? I think so.
Yeah.
I absolutely think so. Unless it's done MCU style. And I mean, right now they're treating all those Sony movies, except for, even though Sony still owns Spider-Man, they seem to be treating those Sony movies as different universes than our Peter Parker set in. So we could still see an MCU Kraven's Last Hunt. I would love to see an MCU-based Kraven's Last Hunt, but I think Aaron Taylor Johnson and pretty much killed that. And I can't say it's all his fault, but yeah, I think that movie pretty much kills that, but hopefully not.
It's not, not a casting problem. It's a writing problem.
Well, and I don't think we're going to get that either because Tom Holland signed a new deal, and I think it's for I want to say it's for 6 movies. And what a lot of people are speculating is that Doomsday and Secret Wars are 2 of those 6, but that's not it because Secret Wars and Doomsday are actually on his old contract. So he's got Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 are on that deal. Then plus cameos in other movies. So he's going to be in a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the second Fantastic Four movie. I don't know. We broke down here and on my channel last week those leaks. It looks like a lot of this stuff is going to take place on Battle World, where you're going to have different, they're going to be all Game of Thrones-esque clothing, a lot of different concepts running around. Spider Island is interesting. It's going to be, I would potentially say, if you're a collector of all those Edge of Spider-Verse books or Spider Society stuff, maybe hold on to that because you don't know and speculate what Spider people are going to show up in it. Could we potentially get Spider-Gwen at some point? Who knows? I think that would be super dope. But I'm down for a Battle World movie. Give you a little bit of change of pace for Spider-Man, kind of change the status quo up a little bit, change things from the home trilogy. And there's been a lot of talk that the new trilogy is going to be titled Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day. I hope that's not the case, but who knows what it's going to be called. But Spider Island would be a cool storyline to go through. But it'll be interesting to see what Sony does with Spider-Man moving forward, because they've said we're not making any more of the Spider-Man villain movies, but there is that rumor, or well, not a rumor, but confirmation that a Miles live action movie is coming. Whether that's going to be in the MCU or not, we don't know. I'm assuming it is. It's what it made it sound like, I think. But I'm very interested to see Marvel in the last week has become very interesting again because when we were in COVID and lockdown, it seemed like everything was leaking out constantly. And that's what really kicked off the Marvel speculation and all that. And now they're trying to, the Russo brothers said they're filming in locations in England that are specifically been scouted to prevent leaks. And a lot of the movie, like 75% of the movie is going to be shot on sound stages to prevent leaks. And I think that's great. Like it was confirmed by people that are connected to the concept artist that those leaks that came out last weekend are real. But the caveat is they're old. And there was a lot of characters that are in these movies that were removed from those images. So they're speculating about 3 years old. So they are older, but they are in fact real. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And they've seemed to have really given Marvel that shot in the arm that they were looking for and had people wash the bad taste of, again, like I got criticized for in the comments last week, Captain America Brave New World. I like the movie, but if you do a little looking around online, it wasn't the best well-received movie. So I don't know. Marvel seems to be doing a lot to try and make you forget about that. And now these rumors of potential Robert Downey Jr. writing backstories for Doom and these leaks and everything, all this news about Spider-Man 4, and it's really keeping the community and stuff going. So the Mega says, I got a whole short box full of Spider-Verse bullshit. There you go. Because you never know who's going to show up.
Yeah.
Be a good time to bring, Spider-Gwen in, be, Miguel O'Hara, could bring Ben Reilly, could bring Kane, who knows, Spider-Ham, all of them. Just bring them all. Spider-Ham. But bring Toby and Andrew back again. There's a lot of talk of grounding it more and not making it a multiverse movie. But if they're going to do Battle World, that's not the case. And he was mentioned in episode 2 of Disney Plus's Daredevil. I don't know if you've watched that this week. He was mentioned by Kingpin and Daredevil. So pretty interesting stuff in Marvel right now leading into Secret Wars and Doomsday. There's a theory going on too that if Doomsday is going to be an entity from the original timeline that was wiped away by He Who Remains, and the 616 is the sacred timeline that He Who Remains created, and that this Doctor Doom is going to be from that original timeline. And in this time, the 616, Tony Stark isn't actually Tony Stark. He was adopted by Howard Stark and his wife after they had a miscarriage, and that this Tony Stark in the 616 is actually Victor Von Doom, but they just changed his name as he was adopted by the Starks. I don't know how I feel about that theory, but
that's a lot of string pulling right there.
There's a lot of rumors out there that Doomsday is going to be like them, Victor Von Doom witnessing all these things from outside of the universe as he's trying to create Battle World and put everything together to make one and save the multiverse. But
that sounds more like the Beyonder than Victor Von Doom.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's kind of what he did in the 2015 Secret Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I
know.
Took the powers to become God Emperor Doom. So, in a personal favorite of mine here, Kevin Smith's penning Archie Meets Jay and Silent Bob comics. Filmmaker Kevin Smith is writing a double-sized crossover comic in which the wholesome Archie comics character meets the edgy protagonist of his film universe. This mature title takes place in a continuity of Smith's filmography, with the book set after the events of 2022's Clerks 3, which, spoiler alert, includes the death of Dante Brian O'Halloran. Archie plays a role in the healing, Smith tells The Hollywood Reporter, of the story, which features Archie landing a summer job at the Quick Stop and stirring up a friendship with coworker Randall Graves. that actually makes me super excited to read an Archie comic. Never the biggest Archie fan, but one, I'll support anything Kevin does. And two, the thought of Archie and Rand, like how vulgar Randall is, and just like the wholesome nature of Archie, those two personalities coming together is going to intrigue me, I think. Yeah, Megan says I'll buy this. Absolutely. I'll buy this all day. But that comes out, I want to say this comes out in July. So if you're a Kevin Smith and an Archie fan, see what happens when Archie starts working at the Quick Stop. That's it for news, and we'll hand it over to Sam for a little bit of bigger news. But this news is anime. Watch your ears.
Yo, here we go. We got a quartet of news stories. We'll start with probably the lightest one for you guys. Haikyuu is going to get a new movie and special anime project. The new movie is called Haikyuu versus the Little Giant. This is one of the games that is in the national tournament. It's towards the end of the series, and then they have one. It's monsters. It's a Haikyuu where monsters are, or where monsters go, and it's about the very powerful volleyball players in Japan coming together and forming a national team. So look for this. It's going to be coming up early next year. That's what the speculation is right now. Early 2026 for the last Haikyuu movie. All right, next up. Last week we talked about the Japanese release of Demon Slayer, and this week we got the U.S. release, going to be September 12th for the Infinity Castle movie number 1, Infinity Castle Part 1, in both sub and dub for American audiences. Having read this series from start to finish, this is going to be very exciting. It's going to be really high quality animation, really high stakes. I'm looking forward to this trilogy of movies. It's going to do gangbusters, I think. I think this is going to be a phenomenal series. So look for that in September. Then we got a couple of Dragon Ball bits that I wanted to share. On the left, you have the Toyotaro cover for Dragon Ball Super Volume 24. That's going to be coming out in just a month or two, featuring all of the main Saiyans and Piccolo's latest transformations as of Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So you have in the foreground, you have Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta. In the middle, you have Beast Gohan. In the back left, you have Orange Piccolo, and then you have Legendary Super Saiyan Broly on the back right. This is fueling speculation that Dragon Ball Super should be making its return soon, which is with Toyotaro at the helm, dictating the story beats. That would be exciting. We have a lot of ways that it could go. We still haven't yet seen the Black Frieza battle. That would be the next kind of major story arc, is Black Frieza. So we're looking forward to that. But at the same time that we get that, we also get this news from the Dragon Ball Daima series producer Akio Yoku saying that Daima is officially canon according to the studio. And why that is troublesome is because Super Saiyan 4 Goku does not make any appearance in Dragon Ball Super, nor does Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta make any appearance. And so there's some conflict between what we just saw in Daima and what's been going on in Super. And how can they both be canon when it doesn't look like Goku or Vegeta have ever used those transformations? So I don't know. I don't know if it's a good sign or not for Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super might be just shelved for now until they can figure out what to do with the Dragon Ball properties next. They certainly want to continue it because Dragon Ball is a huge IP. It is a huge IP. It makes so much money. Billions of dollars are pouring into this IP. So they can't leave it on the shelf forever. It is going to come back at some point. But is it going to come back with even spikier hair, or is it going to come back with more of a hair rock band vibe with Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Are we going to get a continuation of the Daima, or are we going to go back into Super? That's the question right now.
Well,
we don't.
I think not using the Super Saiyan 3 transformation makes sense just because of the exertion it puts on your body, because it was always meant for a transformation that was supposed to give you a power boost to end the fight fast, and it drains your stamina the longer you use it. So it would be interesting if they wrote it like Vegeta just never used it after that because it's not an effective transformation for his fighting style. But here's my thing as a lifelong Dragon Ball fan, and I don't know if you feel the same way, Sam. Continuity in Dragon Ball is like the biggest argument, and I feel like it just doesn't exist because constantly Toriyama would come out and just retcon everything all the time, because he would someone would ask him and be like, "Oh, I forgot about that," or it just seems like he never kept what he did previously, in the back of his mind, and he would just retcon it, and you go about your business. Like, canon about Dragon Ball is the biggest argument. I think one of the biggest arguments in this fandom.
Well, so Dragon Ball GT began, I want to say it was like 2, maybe 3 months after the end of Dragon Ball Z. They started airing Dragon Ball GT. And while Toriyama had a little bit of involvement with it, he really wasn't the main creative force behind it. And what's ironic about that is that he didn't really appreciate all of the directions they took with it. But Daima takes a lot of those beats. Daima adopted a lot of those same flavors. So, like, if you're watching Daima, it is GT light. It's like they distilled all of the fun parts of GT and got rid of kind of the overarching slog. Like, there was a lot of slogging from place to place in GT. And so they got rid of a lot of that stuff and kind of really distilled it down to its essence. But Glorio and Trunks share a lot of personality. And then you have
Yes, they do.
Pan and what's her name? Pansy. Her name's Pansy, right?
Yeah.
They share a lot of similarities in character. And so there's still that same kind of adventurous spirit that was present in GT in Daima. And so that, I think, is what Toriyama really likes to write. I don't think he really likes the power scaling, fighting, because it's not very creative. You don't have to be very creative to do that. It's basically, it follows the same beats as a wrestling match. One guy powers up, he takes the lead, then the other guy powers up and he takes the lead, and then there's kind of a chaos in the middle where a chair gets thrown into the ring, and that's basically what it is. The transformation is the chair getting thrown into the ring. And then the other side has a chair thrown in the ring. So there's all these things that you basically know how a fight scene is going to work in Dragon Ball, because it's the same script for all fight scenes and wrestling scenes that you ever see. But it is still a formula that works. On the other hand, I feel like Toriyama really likes the exploration and the adventuring. But now that he's gone and we don't know who's going to take the reins, it'll most likely be Toyotaro, but we don't know for sure.
Well, Shueisha has a whole Dragon Ball room that, like, think tank that works on this stuff. So I don't think it'll be just like Toyotaro on his own, but in the same vein though, like, they like to write things off in dialogue. So it could just be like at one point, you know, Goku later on when they're fighting Moro, somebody asks him about Super Saiyan 4, and he's just like, well, when I was fighting Beerus, I felt like if Super Saiyan 3 I couldn't land a punch, Super Saiyan 4 wouldn't have been effective. And then after that, he finds out about Ultra Instinct from Whis. And so now he goes, okay, well, there's a higher thing to shoot for. So using that transformation is effective. And essentially you would think God and Blue are going to be above 4. So 4 just becomes ineffective. When you got Blue, what do you need 4 for now? You know?
Yeah. At any rate, it is an interesting conundrum, and ultimately what I think is going to happen is they're going to continue down the path that's going to sell the most swag. It's going to sell the most books, sell the most subscriptions, whatever. They're gonna keep trying to monetize this, and it'll probably lead us down the GT path of some hits and misses, but mostly hits. So there will continue to be Dragon Ball well into the middle of the century, I'm sure.
But like they could write Dragon Ball for the next 5. If they rebrought Super anime back and they adapted the Moro arc and the Granola arc, that's what, probably 5, maybe 6 years of content that Toriyama was very hands-on for before we even felt the missing of, the absence of a Toriyama-led Dragon Ball team.
Well, so Toyotaro says that all of the story beats that he got from Toriyama were just notes. They were just bullet points. So it's mostly Toyotaro. And the Moro arc isn't that long, and the Granola arc isn't that long. They would probably take a season each. So that's 2 years of, I mean, I guess you could split them up. So let's be generous and say 4 years or 4 seasons worth of content.
Well, include Superhero, because they've liked that track record of retelling movie stories. So if they add up the story of Superhero to the anime too.
Yeah, I suppose they could do that. I really don't want to see that happen. I would rather them focus on getting the story right for Black Frieza and put their mental facilities there. That's what I'd like to see.
And so Sam is guaranteed to have a segment, job security.
Thanks, Ed. Anyway, that's kind of where we're looking. There's some promising things happening in Dragon Ball, but nothing has been confirmed yet. Hopefully within the next month, we get some confirmation about the direction they're going to take this series, whether it's down the Super path or the Diamond path or something, totally different. Let's keep it going. And then probably the most exciting news this week, we now know when One Punch Man Season 3 is going to premiere. It's going to be in October. And if you don't put the sound on, but if you click on the picture, it'll give us the sizzle reel for Season 3. So here we have the Class S heroes. They're giving us a showcase of Class S. This is going to. So the interesting thing about this little teaser trailer, it was all animated by one guy. One guy's been working on this sizzle reel for probably the last year just by himself. And this is going to lead into the story of the Monster Association Garo arc. So hopefully Season 3 is long enough. I mean, it's been 6 years since Season 2 came out. So hopefully Season 3 is long enough for us to get through the Garo arc. Because there still are a lot of stories to tell in the One Punch Man universe. And I would like to see more of it. It's just black.
That sucks. That is like, it's a 2-minute video, but it's all black after that. This is by the same studio that did Season 2, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the same studio that did Season 2.
Look how bad that walking animation is.
Yeah, this like a swag. That's like his Conor McGregor walk. Yeah, okay. This is not done by the full animation studio. This is just a sizzle reel. It's not the actual trailer. It's just like a concept art. So it's very basic. What does Class S stand for?
What does the S stand for in Class
Special.
S?
S tier. S
Top of the
stands for
class.
special.
Buffy says super.
Anyway, looking forward, really excited about season 3 coming in October. And then we've got one more thing, the manga spotlight. This is the artwork from Boichi's Marshall King. I am really digging this series. It's only 5 chapters in. And it's fixing to be like a One Piece type story. He's got a quest where he's trying to become the Marshall King. It's set in the Old West. It's going to have this very kind of Gulliver's Travel vibe. Right now, he's at kind of a prologue Marshall Academy, and he's just killed one of the major outlaws of the era. And the artwork is sensational. I feel like the story has a lot of promise. So if you haven't started reading Marshall King, I invite you to check it out right now on the Shonen Jump app or Manga Plus app. I think this is going to be a big hit in the next 5-10 years. It could be running for a long time, and it might be the spiritual successor to One Piece when that eventually wraps up. So check out the Marshall King. I hope you guys do. That brings us to the end of the big news segment. And now, guess what? It was Fidel's birthday 3 days ago.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Fidel.
our new secret agent.
He's out there. He reminds me of, like, have you ever seen Pure Luck? Do you remember that what was that Martin Short movie, Pure Luck, where he's just haphazardly falling into the right place because his luck is so terrible? That's kind of how I feel like Fidel. Fidel just kind of haphazardly, if he's our secret agent, he's going to just haphazardly fall into nuclear secrets, and then he's gonna flop, and he's gonna make something good happen. But
Some say Fidel is the secret of ending the conflict in Ukraine.
yeah, I don't know who's saying that.
Fidel, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Yeah. I don't have any highlights from this week. The camera didn't work this week, and I don't have any football. So that'll just bring us right into our next issue, Fidel's Mossad.
Yeah, it's because the camera took a hit the other week, so now it wouldn't work, huh?
Oh no! What happened was, I was setting it up, and I got a call from the guys saying, "Hey, we're locked out. Come let us in." And I just forgot to set it up after I went to go let them in.
Wow.
So it was user error, not equipment error.
A likely story. All right, that leads us right into mega character matchup for this week, and I'm gonna let Sam keep going with this one while I get a drink. Last week, we found out that our next matchup is going to be Shazam versus Abomination. Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit? We already know about Shazam.
Shazam he has godlike powers. He's still killing it. That'll take us to
Tell us a little bit about Abomination.
Abomination has a 7 on the scale of strength in the Marvel Universe, which means he's capable of lifting over 100 tons. That's quite a lot of weight. He has a 6 durability. He's very resistant to physical damage. He has a speed of 3 out of 10. Enhanced speed, but not as fast as some other superhumans. Certainly not as fast as like Hulk, I would say. But his fighting skills are a 2 out of 10. His intelligence is 3 out of 10. And his energy projection should be a 0. They don't go down to 0. It's 1 out of 10. He can throw electrical transformers. I guess that would be considered energy projection. His stats highlight his immense physical power, making him a significant rival to the Hulk. So it's basically magic versus brawn here. So here we go. Clash of the Titans. This fight takes place in a bustling city under siege by a rampaging abomination. Buildings are crumbling as the gamma-powered brute roars, daring any hero to challenge him. Responding to the call, Shazam, the champion of magic, arrives in a flash of lightning. Abomination, driven by brute strength and rage, charges at Shazam with incredible speed for someone his size. The fight begins with Abomination throwing cars and concrete debris, attempting to overpower the magically enhanced superhero. Shazam, with his wisdom of Solomon, analyzes Abomination's ferocious but straightforward attacks, dodging with agility granted by Mercury. Shazam counters by calling down a bolt of magical lightning, momentarily stunning Abomination. While Abomination is nearly invincible against physical force, Shazam's magic proves to be a different beast altogether. Enraged, Abomination retaliates with a devastating punch that sends Shazam crashing through a skyscraper. Yet, Shazam's stamina of Atlas allows him to quickly recover undeterred. The winner, ultimately Shazam, emerges victorious. While Abomination's brute strength and durability are unparalleled, Shazam's mix of wisdom, magic, and godlike powers give him the upper hand. His magical abilities exploit the one key weakness Abomination cannot overcome, his vulnerability to non-physical attacks like magic. A final electrifying lightning strike knocks Abomination unconscious, saving the city.
There's your winner, Shazam.
Shazam!
See who's fighting next week. Let's see if we can get someone to finally take out Shazam.
Come on, Sticks.
Everyone's holding their breath.
Shang-Chi.
Maybe. This could maybe.
Shang-Chi up against Abomination next week.
No, up against Shazam.
Sorry, up against Shazam. Shazam.
Shazam!
And that'll lead us right into best and worst covers of the week. Watch your ears. Yeah, there really aren't many matches for Shazam. I'm hoping gets caught off guard at some point and just overthrown, but so far not looking like it. Or outsmarted maybe by the likes of a Dr. Doom or Dr. Octopus, or, magic on magic. Little stuff there. I'm going to preface this by best and worst cover saying that there was a lot of covers this week, but there wasn't a lot that I felt like fit the category of best or worst. So we have slim pickings this week for best and worst cover this week. But
should there be another category, okayest cover of the week?
I thought about it, but we have the all new Venom number 4, the Carlos E. Gomez cover. This looks like Venom is straight up doing dude like mommy daddy style up in this bitch.
This is date rape. He's date raping MODOK.
Like it looks like he's blowing his load in MODOK, and MODOK is just here for it.
MODOK just hasn't been the same since Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
He really hasn't. I think you're right.
Quantum Mania 3.
Quantum Mania.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man 3. You're right.
But this just looks like
Venom
said to MODOK, bite down, I'm going in dry. And he's blowing his daddy load all over MODOK. Because this is just not a great look or cover for this week. Then we have Iron Man 6, the Ian Bertram cover. This wasn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen by Bertram. But I do understand why this shoulder looks like a crab claw.
I think this looks really cool, honestly.
I'm just not a fan of the wonky style, I guess.
But what will the children look like? Be you Pippi Longstockings? What would the children look like?
And this looks more like a baseball catcher. It doesn't look like an Iron Man. It looks like someone wearing hockey pads or a catcher's outfit.
It's just a matter of taste. I feel like the execution is pretty good, and it's got kind of a mystical knight vibe to it, and I really dig it. I was really into King Arthur as a kid, and
I am intrigued why he's holding a Buster sword.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Straight out of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not the worst Bertram cover, but like I said, this week there was a lot of slim pickings, and I was like, I'm not.
You were picking nits.
Yeah, pretty much. But
yeah, Mega, I also kind of like it.
Then we have Absolute Super number 5, the Jay Lee variant. This is not a great Jay Lee cover. I usually like Jay Lee covers and Jay Lee style. This is just not a great Jay Lee cover.
Superman looks like he's got a hunchback.
His face looks like the lead singer of Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, or the dude from the White Stripes. What is it? Jack White from the White Stripes?
Yeah.
I like the contrast between the Iron Man suit in the background, Matt. No.
Am I crazy? Does it not look like he has a hunchback here?
Yes, it does. How big the shoulder is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's Quasimodoing it.
It looks like,
His
as
arms
I'm
are
looking at
way
it,
too long.
I see that that's meant to be his arm, but his arm looks really skinny
The
to
arm
me.
neck covers.
That it looks like he's got a hunchback.
Yeah, I mean, this guy looks like he's seeing Superman's packing some heat, and he's like, "Oh God, look at that."
He looks like that guy from Dragon Ball Daima that trades the third eye for the hat.
Yes, but yeah, not a great Jay Lee cover. But then we get into our best covers of the week, and we have this all new Venom number 4, 1 in 100, Gabriel Del Auto Virgin cover. There is a trade dress for this cover as well, but I think this cover is wicked. I love the little spider coming off the symbiote. I think this is a wicked cover.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looked good over right here with the Delato signature and white paint pen. Apparently, Liefeld didn't do any covers this week. Ever since he quit Marvel. Clan of the Cave Bear. But super sweet cover. Then I thought this one was funny. Amazing Spider-Man 69 by Scotty Young.
I like that.
It's got an electro kite. That's funny.
Yeah, I picked up the trade for this. I ain't got 100 money. LOL. Yeah, he's got the little electric kite and he's getting shocked.
Well, it looks like Electro's face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like a kite that like disintegrated into what looks like Electro's face. I just thought it was funny.
It's funny.
It is funny. I like that.
Then we have this X-Men 13 50 copy Storm Virgin variant.
That's neat.
Jerkery.
Hello, hair.
Yeah, but that almost when I first saw this, I thought it was a art germ. It looks a lot like an art germ.
Yeah, very art germ-esque.
But it's a beauty of a cover. Well worthy of being a 1 in 50, unlike some of these other Tyson. Spider-Man should have 69 MJ.
Unprompted.
And then I Don't Mind Me, just 8 Taco Bell cover of the week is Green Lantern Corps number 2. The cover C, the Ariel Avalati variant. This is what it looks like when
letting out some green mist.
Yeah, when the Taco Bell, when you mixed all the sauces together. And you went in the bathroom in God mode.
He's stacking it up.
Yeah,
he's stacking it up in the bathroom.
He's shitting moons.
Those are his cheeks clapping together.
Yeah. It's like I said, it was an interesting week for covers. A lot of just pretty mess stuff. Our first appearances this week, those are show art 2. And we have Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, number 1. We have the first appearance of Antra, an ant-like kaiju.
Antra. Okay.
We're getting creative here, boys.
Antra, cockroacha.
And then we have Web of Spider-Verse, number 1, New Blood, the first appearance of Spider Prowler, which is just Miles Morales donning his Uncle Aaron's costume. And then we have Count Spider, which is this vampire-esque Morbius / Spider-Man character here.
Count Parker. Isn't it Count Parker?
So,
or is that a different character?
He might be Count Parker. But he's Spider-Man, so Count Spider. Yeah. Fuck it.
I mean, you could have a whole new category, the Spider-Verse first appearance of the week. Because there was one every week.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Crazy.
I hope the hair doesn't match the drape, Storm. That's a lot of hair. They're all Spider-Mans.
Nightcrawler combs her at night.
And that
Wow, we're
brings
already
us
here.
Yeah, it's a short one this week, boys. Which song is better? Pick the song that Sam rapped better. And this week's your offerings are 50 Cent in the Club and Outkast Hey Ya.
Okay.
So we'll start with 50 Cent in the Club.
All right, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Go, 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 go. Go, shawty. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Gonna sip a Bacardi because it's your birthday. And you know, we don't give a, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X and taking you to drugs. I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love. So give me a hug if you're into getting rubbed. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, you got the X if you're into taking drugs. I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love. So give me a hug if you into getting rubbed. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dubs. When I roll 20 deep, I ain't 29s in the club. Fellas heard I F with Dre. Now they want to show me love. When you sell like Eminem, when the hoes, they want to look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Hose down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cut. Hey, fella, what you roll up, roll that. If you watch how I move, segment brings the women sure. If you watch how I move, you'll mistake me for a player or a pimp. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp.
I'm all right.
In the hood in LA, they saying 50, you so hot. They like me. I want to love them like they love Pac. But holla in New York, the fellas will tell you I'm loco. The plan is to put the rap game in a chokehold. I'm fully focused, my money on my mind. Gotta mill out the deal and still in the grind. Now Shawty said she feeling my style. She feeling my flow. Her girlfriend's with her. They buy and they ready to go. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Ladies sliding off your chair.
I have to ask. All
Yeah.
right. Do you actually know these songs?
No.
Like, do you know this song? How do you pick this? When I come to you and I say, Sam, what do you got for me this week? Do you just like randomly like ask Siri or ask ChatGPT what songs to give you?
I said so today. So it's different things that I'm looking for on different months. But today I was like, what are good rap songs for white people to sing at karaoke?
Okay. Makes sense. But I'll tell you, when you gave me these few suggestions, I literally said, oh, Sam's going to crush these. Who doesn't know 50 Cent in the Club? And then when you start going, I'm like, oh, here we go. And you're not even close to the beat. You're not even close to you're literally just, at some point you had no rhythm and you just started reverting to reading the lyrics.
And that's how we avoid copyright strikes.
It just,
Okay.
like my expectations were up here and then quickly devolved as you went along to.
Okay. I'm not familiar with this song. I've heard it mashed up with Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's the extent of my familiarity with this.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Sam is always revving it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought for sure, like when you gave me this, I was like, all right, he's got.
These were the first two songs on the list of
He's setting
rap
himself up
songs
for a
white
win this
people
week.
to sing at karaoke.
Who hasn't heard 50 Cent in the Club? Like 2022, 2020, or not, sorry, 2002, 2003. This was like the song everywhere.
Yeah,
Couldn't go to a
living-
school
I was
dance,
living
though.
in Mexico at the time.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
was listening to mariachi music, Árboles de la Barranca. That was what I. Árboles de la Barranca, porque no.
I'm not player hating. I appreciate Sam's attempt. I just had to know because, like I said, I fully expected Sam to come in here and blow this one out of the water. And then when he started, I was like, that doesn't sound like the beat, but all right. And then he started going and then started just reading the lyrics instead of with no beat, no rhythm, nothing. He just straight up. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look at mommy, I got the exit if you want to take a drug. Like, I had to ask because I was like, come on, man.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
I thought for sure you had this.
This next one I should do better. Next one I'll do better.
I'm skeptical now.
All right, here we go.
Here we go, Sam.
1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loved me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really want us to see me out that door? Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how.
Come on.
Hey, hey, okay, we'll skip to the verse. You think you've got it. Oh, you think you've got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together. Oh, we get together, but separate always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes what makes love the exception? So why are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all just want to dance. Oh, hey, hey, don't want to meet your daddy. Hey, just want you in my caddy. Hey, don't want to meet your mama. Hey, just want to make you come on. Hey, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. All right.
See, right when I just was criticizing you, you came back and totally redeemed yourself.
It was a fun segment. I'll get to.
You've heard "Hey Ya" before, I take it. You had to have heard "Hey Ya" before. I like Sticks playing hype man behind Sam's Flava Flav.
Flava Flav.
Sounds like an animal mating call in there. Nailed that,
hey,
Sam.
Mating. I like the mating part.
That one might get us the copyright strike. That was pretty good.
Good job,
Close
Sam.
enough.
And now it's time for our Who Said That Quote of the Week. And I don't see him in the chat, but our Who Said That Quote of the Week goes to Terry Floyd. Just one question, Brucifer. Are you going to eat that pickle?
Yeah, he is.
Now it's time for the get off my totally cool qualified Saturday night dark side lawn, or as we so like to refer to it as the Who Said It game. And leading us off tonight, who said those 102 snakes were dildos in Brucifer's ass?
Dom.
Dom.
You're both saying Dom?
I'll say Dom.
I'll say Dom.
One of them says Dom.
They clash a lot.
A lot.
They're butting heads a lot on this show, or on this channel.
Touching tips a lot.
Yeah. A lot of tension. A lot of tension between them.
I'm still waiting for Sam to do SNL parodies. Oh, dick in a box. I'm feeling it, Sam.
My day in a box.
Are you being kind of Luke?
Well, he's referring to Luke saying it sounded like animal mating.
Yeah, I know. But who said those 102 snakes were dildos in Brucifer's ass? Everyone says Dom. Who?
Brucifer and Dom need each other.
They should just
make out already.
All right. Who said it?
G'day, mate.
I'm
All
going
right,
to say
I
this
actually
is a
can't remember
curveball.
where this happened. I actually can't remember where.
I'm going to say it's a curveball, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
Those snakes, the 102 snakes were dildos that were in freaking Bruce's ass. They were going back and forth as a single party. There you go, man.
Wow, that was bad. That was
No, it
really
wasn't.
bad.
It did happen in Australia.
It did happen to Bruce's ass. There you go.
An Australian
Yeah,
Wrangler.
feedback on-
It was Dom.
Nailed it.
Was
it. That was the easy round.
Who asked Cosmic One, why are you talking about hairy dicks?
Huh. That's like Marco turning things around on Cosmic. That's a classic Marco play. Hey, why are you talking about hairy dicks, Cosmic?
Cosmic, who asked you, why are you talking about hairy dicks? Zaggy says Marco.
That's classic.
Sam says
Marco play.
Marco. Who do you think it was? Sticks.
I'll say it's
Ribbon.
Pete. I'll say it's
Ribbon
Pete. I'll say
sticks.
it's Pete.
Stick says Pete.
I'll say Pete.
Sarah says Tyson. Who said, Cosmic One, why are you talking about hairy dicks?
Marco's always gatekeeping topics. That's one of his best plays.
You shall not.
What are you talking about hairy dicks, Cosmic? Jeez.
Ed says Sam. Cosmic says Marco. All right. Who was it that asked Cosmic why he's talking about hairy dicks?
So that's Cosmic One. Why are you talking about hairy dicks?
It was Marco.
I'm moving on.
It was Marco, and I like Dub's nonchalant of I'm just moving on. We're not going to get into this discussion. It was Marco.
That's such a Marco play.
Brewster looked lost without Dom last night.
Aw, poor guy.
Marco always supervising me. Marco old hating ass. Marco's old hating ass. Who said it turned out it was a girl who took a shit in that chair?
Ooh. Was this me? Was it me?
Who said it turned out it was a girl who took a shit in that
I
chair?
feel like this was part of our show. I feel
Ed
like this
says
happened on
Sam.
our show.
I don't remember this one. I don't know.
I feel like this happened in our show. Did this?
Cosmic says Sam.
Oh man, was this me? I feel like it was me.
Everyone's saying Sam. I'll say Sam.
Sarah says Kyle. Sam says it was him. Stick says Sam.
I don't know if it was me or not. I just feel like it happened on this show.
All right. Who said it turns out it was a girl who took a shit in that chair?
You got us all on bated breath here.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Edge of
It
our
was
seat.
Pete. I don't think I have that one loaded. Actually, hold
Like
on.
the ladies can't do some shit too because
They probably would, but they probably hide it too. No, I know, but like whenever you go, dude, it amazes me. Like whenever you go, like let's say you go to Tiger Stadium, you go in to take a piss, all the pisses are full. You go into a shitter, and there's like people have pissed all over the floor. How the fuck did you miss the,
I hear you.
the shitter?
I hear. All I'm saying is my freshman year at college.
No, I mean like inch of
in the
water.
laundry room of my freshman year, the laundry room. There was a chair, middle of the chair. Somebody took a shit on a chair in the middle of the laundry room, the common room laundry room. Turned out it was a girl who took a shit in that chair. It wasn't a guy. She just shit on a chair.
No doubt.
She was too drunk, thought she was
No
on
doubt.
the toilet. I don't
No
know, but she took a shit in the chair.
Yeah,
And it was a girl.
no doubt, no doubt. And that's
It was Pete.
Pete.
My stuff's all messed up. My orders are all messed up. Tyson says that was a fun convo. Cosmic says Detroit is rough. All right. Who asked, is that the nicest hole you've ever seen?
Sticks. That's a
God,
very
I wonder
polite
what
thing
that girl's
to
up
say.
to today.
It does sound polite, doesn't it?
Sam says Sticks.
I'll say
Sticks,
Jedi.
you-
I'll say
Jedi.
Jedi.
Sticks and Jedi are both gentlemen. They both ask things like this.
You think it was Sticks? Sticks says Jedi. Who
We got a
said
Joe. We got a Sam.
that is the nicest hole you've ever seen? Or is that the nicest hole you've ever seen? Ed says Sam. Cosmic says Joe. Sticks, that's why he's not chaperoning tonight. Says Lopez. Zaggy's trying to stir the pot, apparently.
And that's why I'm on the unemployment line.
Zaggy stirring the pot over there. Just keep stirring away, Zaggy. Let anyone else?
How long are you going to keep us in suspense?
Oh, for like at least another 15, 20 minute. All right. Who said, is that the nicest hole you've ever seen?
Yeah, fill the gap, fill the hole. So I just decided to come up with 5 random books just for the hell of it.
Dom, what do you think? Is that the nicest hole you've ever seen?
It's Jedi.
Jedi. Mr. Nice Guy, Jedi Johnson.
Jedi was a good choice.
Up next said, who said, I'm not cleaning my fucking hand after beating your ass?
The more hostility. This has got to be more Brucifer versus Dom hostility. So we already did Dom, so I'm guessing this is the other side of it. This has got to be Brucifer.
Zaggy says Dom.
I'll say Marco.
Sticks thinks Marco.
I'll say Marco.
Sam says he said Brucifer. Cosmic says Brucifer. Who said I'm not cleaning my hand? Who said you're not worth it? Ed says Bruce. All right. Who said it?
That's fucking Bruce.
Get the fuck
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not cleaning my fucking hand after beating your ass.
You see, right away you think about my ass. You see? Stop it, dude. Just stop it.
It is Dom and Brucifer again. In their lovers' quarrel. Marco.
Who said it? Was it Sarah? He said they should just make out already.
Yeah. Bruce at the back of the con when they were in Baltimore.
Oh my gosh, it's so predictable.
He says, "Oh, butt stuff." Who said there's a large cock on the screen?
Matthew.
You think it was me?
Yes.
Tyson says, "I would think you'd want to clean your hand after beating ass." I don't know. Some people like that stank.
The nasty peanut butter. Some people like the nasty peanut butter.
Dom. Ed says, "Oh, that's Sam."
They had to send me for every single one.
I'll say Joe. I'll go with Joe.
Dick says Joe. All right. Who said it?
No, I think
you could have cropped this better.
Yeah, it's some aggressive preggers testing,
Yeah,
considering there's a large cock on the screen.
Yeah, I think
no, you should have cropped it out. You gotta point it out.
If you think that's large,
it was Joe.
It was Joe, as there was a large dong on the screen. Kmart Kyle.
That was a bit that we did. We did that for a warm up one time.
Did we?
Finding things you find in people's butts.
Oh my God, we know everyone more than they know themselves. All right. Who said, "Give me some chubby lovey"?
Chubby lovey. Sticks.
Sticks.
It was Sticks. Look at his face. It was Sticks. 100%.
Lovey.
I don't think I'd ever come out of this mouth hole. So
Cosmic says Kyle.
Great pull up.
Wrong game. Wrong game.
We should start throwing off the wall quotes like that in there. Sticks needs love. Ed says, "I want to say Sticks, but it's Sam."
Ed's going back to that well. Keep going, Ed. It's served you well so far.
I'll say Kyle.
All right. You say Kyle. All right. Who said, "Give me some chubby lovey"?
Pretense. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
All these freaking skinny chicks. Give me some chubby lovey.
Ed got it. It was Sam.
Good job, Ed.
That's Kmart Kyle. Dom. Tom
Chubby
Robert.
lovey.
Give me some chubby lovey.
Oh man.
And our final one, who said, "I think I'd watch 45 minutes of John Burlthal punching Rob Liefeld in the face"?
Who hasn't said that? Who hasn't said that? Matt.
That was Todd McFarlane.
Sarat says Marco.
I'm gonna say Matt.
Zaggy says Marco. Sam thinks it was me. Ed says Kyle.
I'll agree. It sounds like something Marco.
Cosmic says Marco.
I'll say Marco.
Who said I could think? I think I could watch 45 minutes of John Bernthal punching Rob Liefeld in the face. Marco seems to be the general consensus. Who said it?
Kill it in the name of. Yeah,
It's
that's fine.
Marvel. That's why he doesn't like
How much
it.
of that do you want, Bruce?
What? I
45
enjoy
minutes of that
fucking
sounds
neighborhood
great.
Spider-Man. Thank you very much. All right.
How many times do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see, like, him punch somebody in the face? It's 45 minutes. It's great. That's great, man. It's fair enough.
I think I would watch 45 minutes with John Barenthal punching Rob Liefeld in the face.
Oh, I'd watch. Now
I
that's
like
a movie. Now
45
that's a
minutes
movie.
Double
It
O.
was Double O, the voice of reason on the Wednesday show. Hello there. Next up, it's time for Sticks to take us down a trip through the time tunnel. Sticks tantalize us with your timey-wimey abilities whenever you finally get through the intro song that you still muted. Still muted. Yeah, no.
Sticks has
right.
to Sticks has this unmute by airmail.
I do. Yeah, it was still a mayor. All right, so this week I thought we had a new Doctor Who trailer drop for Disney Plus. Unfortunately, it wasn't in English because they haven't dropped it on the US brand. It was at the Germany site on Friday. So I picked out some stills from there. And I thought it was a pretty good trailer, so I thought we'd go over that. I'll have Matt moving forward for me, if you would, please, sir. So this season coming up, second season for Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor, and this year we've got Varada Sehu, who will be playing Belinda Chandra. Varada had previously been in Doctor Who as a different character, but she was in, I believe she was in makeup as like an alien. And the synopsis they gave us, here we got, the Doctor meets Belinda Chandra, and we get an epic quest to get her back to Earth, but a mysterious force is stopping them. To return, the time-traveling TARDIS team must face great dangers, bigger enemies, and a wider terrors than ever before. So the trailer opens up with the Doctor at the hospital looking for Belinda. This is where she apparently works. She's a nurse or an RN at this hospital.
Looks like he's flipping the bird right here.
Yeah, he's always using his fingers are always doing something. Like he's always like Matt Smith. He always uses his hands. He's for lack of a better phrase, he's very handsy. So, all right, go ahead to the next one.
In Jinko jeans, looks like
a. No, that's like it's like a kilt. Yeah, he's in a kilt. Then we get this a scene of this alien war, which might have these Dalek ships, these that we saw in previous seasons of Doctor Who, where they come and start battling on this planet here. So possible Daleks, and we'll see something a little bit later that might solidify that. We get a scene where these red robots they pick up the TARDIS and they kind of carry it away. That'll be interesting.
Doctor Who needs to pull it together. They're losing a huge fan base.
Agreed. I don't disagree, Cosmic. Then we get the scene where we get this cartoon character that's climbing out of the screen here in this 1950s cinema to terrify the cinema goers. And then in the next slide, as a result of that, we get another scene with that character, and he turns the Doctor and Chandra into animation characters. Very interesting. I'm interested in that episode. That episode's going to be interesting with it going animated. Then we get these couple scenes where they're going underwater. I'm not sure what's going on. They're going down to some trench. You see some of this big
underwater. Is that space?
No, that's underwater. Because there's another scene where you see like there's a whole bunch of them going down into this like deep trench. So then we get these aliens. We're gonna get some new aliens this year. This is one of them. There's going to be an episode where it's this what they call the Eurovision, which is like this big musical contest. So we're going to get this big musical contest with all these different aliens. I'm interested. I think it's different. I like that they're putting some kind of musical numbers in here a little bit. I mean, we've had music in Doctor Who before, but not to the extent we've had in the last couple of years. But I think this will be interesting being a totally based song contest. That'll be interesting. I'm interested in new aliens. Like Dom in Star Wars, I like new aliens in Doctor Who. So we got that. And here's where I think I thought the other ships were Daleks. We get this stylized Dalek attack where the guy gets all X-rayed and you can see his skeleton. That's been a typical Dalek attack where their weaponry, if they hit you with their weapon, that's kind of what it does to you. So yeah, I think it'll be good to see that we didn't get the Daleks at all last year, or any real like no Cybermen, nothing like that last year. So it'll be good to have them back this year.
No dongs in that X-ray.
Nope, no dongs in that X-ray. Dongless. And we found that the new series will air on April 12th on Disney Plus. No time has been released, but last time it had aired, it was midnight. But I think they're going to change that because of the the outcry from the British fans, because it was midnight our time, but it was like 4 a.m. their time, and they wanted it more tea time.
So, are they not showing it on BBC anymore, or is it just?
No, they do. So when it airs on Disney Plus here, it had been airing on BBC. Last season, they started doing it at midnight, so it would only air on their iTunes player or their streaming service right at midnight their time, and it was like, what's that, 7 our time on Fridays. So
and they're just not showing it on BBC America, or are they still showing it there too? It's just Disney
no,
Plus.
it's not on BBC America at all. No, it's strictly on Disney Plus. Disney Plus has the airing rights for the next season, at least. I think it's still up in the air whether or not we're going to get a third season, but I think we will. The question is whether or not Disney Plus puts money into it or not, like they did these 2 seasons. So.
All right, Sticks. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this week, since we had kind of a short best and worst covers of the week and stuff, I figured I'd bring back an old segment, things you see on Facebook Marketplace. And kicking us off, we have a Samsung TV, 75-inch. Is she talking about that TV or that dong she's got hiding back there? I don't know.
Is this supposed to be the reflection in the TV?
That is a reflection of her taking the picture of the TV. Yep.
Okay.
Looks like that TV could use to be cleaned as well.
Well, yeah, she's basically pre-webbing the whole thing.
Not interested in TV, but is that heat you're packing still available?
Yeah, that's a different segment. That's
dong or bong.
That's misconnections.
Dong or bong. That's a good segment there, Kelsey. Why don't you use that? Up next, another television. Televisor 60.
Pulgadas, that means inches in Spanish.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
Televisor.
But another shirtless. Why are you gonna take the picture shirtless with your beer can hanging out?
His wife was like, just get it up there. Someone will buy it. Just put it up there. Any picture.
Yeah, at least he's got his underwear on, but Gonna take a picture of my TV shirtless and post it on Facebook. She is shit at marketing. Then we have queen bed frame for sale. Only had 1 month moving and upgrading to a king size. Do have the mattress and box spring. I wonder what he hides under that bed.
People.
He's got like a real
A lot of
like
room
the-
under that bed frame.
Is that the Eye of Ra in his armpit?
Is that Marco?
It's the
Is that Randy from Trailer Park Boys? Cookies.
Heights cookies. Maybe.
Up next, rare wicker life-size Harley Davidson motorcycle. Who doesn't need that bad boy? I bet you it rides like a dream.
That's the kind of motorcycle the Amish can get by.
Then we have computer monitor.
Oh, Jesus.
What are you going to monitor? His gooch? This is a gooch monitor.
Now that looks like Randy from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, dude. Also, does he have a fake leg? Is one of those legs fake?
Looks like he might have a knee brace on. It could be a potential fake leg, though.
A little prosthetic there.
That's what that gown looks like now.
Then we have electric guitar, $100, in good condition, like me. That's both a pickup ad and a for sale ad.
Yeah, but then you look at the picture and you're like, okay, wait, hang on. Maybe she's saying it's not in good condition.
And read between the lines.
This isn't as good of a
Look at
condition
his
as I am.
taint, Sam.
Look at his gooch. Gooch.
And that's it. That's all I found for items to buy on Facebook Marketplace. Now it's time for the part of the show that sends everybody for the hills after they say, I don't want to talk about gay dudes and hot chicks. I want to talk about comics. It's time for Misconnections. All right, who's kicking us off this week?
I got you. Since Styx is still on mute. Reading between lines. Not around here. As an older closet queer, small under my beer belly. It's nuts how many ignore wording and respond. My only real interest was the strong-willed, non-reciprocating type alpha who understood that my desire to stay mostly closeted gives leverage to the astute person. Me? Scruffy in mid-60s. Rarely kneel anymore these days. I need to, though, on a regular basis. But I need that push. A year ago, a young punk put me there, but he vanished. I prefer fat men, but virile punks interest me also.
This guy knows what he wants. This is totally Marco. I'm just saying. This is totally Marco's.
Sounded like Marco.
Scruffy in mid-60s? Yeah.
Not just a voice.
He prefers fat men.
I prefer fat men, but virile punks interest me also. I've got the vocabulary of Sherlock Holmes, but the mental acuity.
Go for it, Sticks.
All right. Hiding in plain sight, Fort Walton Beach. Mingling in a local dive bar on Lewis Turner Boulevard. Often pretending to be hetero, but tiny between the thighs, so inadequate as a man. Hide my weaknesses for kneeling for real men. Getting too old for all this risk of being outed. But the fear is as intoxicating as the draft beer. Vulnerability.
This is the same person.
It has to be the same person.
It's got to be the same person.
It has to be.
This is Aggie. LOL. It's got to be the same. He's a poet with his Craigslist posts.
All these SAT words he's using.
Yeah, I'm talking about how he in both posts he talks about how he's a little between the thighs and how he doesn't bend that way anymore. He doesn't want to be outed because he's closeted. It's the same person. Tyson says it is.
He's the only one. He's the only one posting on that Fort Walton Beach message board. He's just out there yelling at clouds.
To all the pillow princess women, Burbank. I miss tasting pillows. Women's any kind of pillows. Please let me know.
Man, where's the poetry? Where's the turn of phrase?
We had the fucking Shakespeare of misconnections over here, and then we just go to keep it simple. Pillow princess.
Give me your pillows.
Yeah. It's all poppycock.
Good. Okay. That's turning a phrase now. He was inspired. I was inspired. All right, next. Yo, Anthony, Sunday Silmar, you filled one latex device and left 2 for later. If you could fill up another, it would be most appreciated. You said you're always in a rush. That's cool. Some skilled craftsmen work quickly as they're experts at what they do. It was great working with you. Let's work together again soon. Brian. P.S. I was a bit late Monday, early evening. Brian.
Good for you, Brian.
Brian and Anthony.
Cute Hispanic at Coin Laundry, Baton Rouge. Long shot, but if you're the cute 225 Hispanic guy at the Coin Laundry on a Sherwood Forest 501 HMU, I want to swallow that thing you was grabbing for $335. Or anybody can fuck my throat.
Okay. I was looking for a specific person, but then at the end of the day, like,
listen, anybody will do.
Anybody can have a ride.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a guy, right? Is this a guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, a guy definitely hit his phone number in the post here.
We should call it.
Prank call me Craigslist guy.
Buttermilk churner. Guy looking for a buttermilk churner tool, preferably the wood kind. Want to use the tool to make my own milk. Butter. Let me know what you got.
Okay. These metaphors all have their limits. All right. Milk, wood, butter. They all have their limits. Straight iron fluid needed. Trim. Tool worker here at home. My specialty is working on straight irons that might be rusty from neglect. Have plenty of fluid to get them back in service.
Straightforward.
He's just a mechanic. He's just a mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, it says he worked. Is this a man or a woman? Because it says working on straight irons. Straight irons. Definitely a guy. It's a guy for sure.
I think so.
Yeah. He wants the straight ones because they're rusty from neglect.
Biggin for Biggin, Midland. Only 7, over 7, only please, almost 9 here. Also like to hear from the lady size queens.
What
the heck? Over 7 only please, almost 9 here. What?
Yeah, over 7 inches. He's almost 9.
Oh, okay.
Looking from here. The lady-sized queens is what throws me off. Is he looking for like some femmes? Is that what it is?
No idea.
I think he's looking for like a cross-dresser.
Okay. Unless you have a curve. Haha.
Good point. Is it my turn, babe? 2-car mobile garage in Cheyenne. The garages are portable. I had both garages filled previously. Looking to have both garages filled, not just one. Okay. Please message me and show me you've actually taken the time to read my post. Please don't respond by saying still looking. If post is still up, I'm still looking. I like bigger cars, aggressive masculine cars. I enjoy opening up and letting a car park deep. The garages act feminine, but they're male and they look male. Looking for ongoing, not just for one-day parking. I'm a little thicker, but I've always enjoyed being roughed up quite a bit by an older masculine car. Very real here. Okay. So he just wants to be spit roasted. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, it is. He wants you to beat the shit out of him.
He wants you to pimp his ride.
And that's it. That is our final misconnection. That is our show for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Make sure to check out all the content throughout the week on this channel. Make sure to check out the Wednesday watch list. Make sure to check out all of Pete's shorts. Make sure to check out the boys, Pete and Marco and Double O on TAC on Wednesday. Make sure to check out me and Sticks over on my channel, Absolute Geek Podcast, for Off the Mat Wrestling on Thursday. Been a great show. I had a lot of fun doing it. Come back here on Friday for the Sticks and the boys over on the Qualified, Pete's Hot 10, which leads you right back here to us on SNS next Saturday night. You guys, remember, it's going to be at 9 o'clock for all of you daylight savings people. It's staying 6 o'clock for me and Sam. It's going to be 9 o'clock for all of you beautiful people. So we'll be on an hour later next week. So if you tune in at 8 o'clock and be like, where the hell's SNS? We'll be there just an hour from when you're tuning in. But make sure to check out SNS on all of your audio podcasting platforms. If you want to hear Sam make sweet love to your ears with his rapping, you can do so on all of the audio. Anywhere you get podcasting, we're there. Everywhere. iHeart, iTunes. Anywhere you get a podcast, we are there. On that note, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever we go live, in case you forget about the time change. You know when we go live next week. And leave a comment below of what you thought of tonight's show and what song you think Sam should rap next. Next.
Thanks,
and Sam, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Look, daylight savings time is a construct. Like Ed Milet says, you can bend and manipulate time to your own will. Don't let big government tell you when to set your clocks. Set your own clocks. The end.
Very nice. Ed says, as usual, terrible job, Sam. Cosmic says, good show, gentlemen. I really feel like you're starting to pick up the rhythm. Have a good night, everyone. Long live long live and prosper.
Love.
Yeah. Dick in the box next time, Sam. Oh, we're gonna make sure Sam does some SNL songs next week. Have you guys seen the Gail Kane cover 1 in 50 on the new ASM number 1 that's coming out in April? And if you have, which cover do you like best for the new ASM number 1? I have not looked at the new ASM number 1 covers yet. I'm still on the fence about a new ASM number 1, them going back to number 1. What about you, Sticks? Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. It's and I haven't kept up with the numbering. Is the new number 1 going to be what's that 900?
Yeah, it's still going to have the legacies, but they're just getting I want to say Jeff Loeb's coming on, so they're getting the new creative team. So they're getting all the
what I'm asking is it
market grab?
Are we up to is it up to 900? Is that going to be the 900 session?
I think we're past 900. It's legacy 965 is what it'll be.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Here, we'll do this before we go. I love Sam taking us out on our words of wisdom, and we'll remember that. But we'll look at Denacon Geeks real quick, and we'll just scroll through the covers. That's pretty cool. That's a good one. Greg Lane Virgin variant 1/100. That's sick. The Bermejo variant. I think that's.
I like that Bermejo. Yeah.
Yeah. The Bermejo is. What's up, Terry? You're coming in right at the end of the show. But yeah, I like that Bermejo. That's super dope. What is that? It's a 1. That's a 1 in 200. You like it enough to pay $200 for it, Sam or Sticks?
No, but I will right click on it and save it to my computer.
1 in 25, David Marquez variant. 1 in 50, Gail Kane. That's all right. I don't know how much I dig that.
Is that what's the ratio on that one?
A 1 in 50.
Yeah, it's not a 150.
Here's a 1 in 50 Nimit Melvis Black Cat Virgin variant. That's a cool cover too.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm gonna get accused when these comes out. I'm gonna get accused of why are you just putting nothing but ASM covers on best and worst covers of the week?
Yeah.
It's a
Good,
virgin
but-
variant, so there's probably a trade
Yeah.
dress. That's probably. Hopefully. That's cool, but I don't necessarily dig the individual toes on Spider-Man here.
Yeah, very pointy.
And that doesn't look like a web, like he's on a web. It looks like he's holding like a lightning rod.
Yeah, you can if you zoom in on it, you can see it's coiled. But
Yeah, it's coiled right here, but then it's like straight.
Yeah, it's pretty straight
right
towards
there.
the
But I
top
do
there,
like the Gwen and Mary Jane and the arches, and then the glider and ox ankles.
Yep. This is
Is that
Arc
the
to
last
Triumph.
one?
But,
Okay, so there is a Bermejo trade dress.
Trade dress. Okay, good. That I'll
So
get.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna pre-order that one.
Mm-hmm. He already got his pre-web.
Hell's Gate, Spider-Man #1. There's a
that
Greg
Ares?
Land, Bermejo. Actually, there's not as many covers as I thought, but the retail exclusive, and there's not even a lot of retail exclusives either. So I think for me to answer your question, there is for me it's going to be that Bermejo variant, the trade dress Bermejo. I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
going to
for
be
me.
my go-to. Or
There are a couple other good ones, but that
this
one
Black
stands
Cat.
out. Yeah, the Black Cat's good.
I will probably buy two.
But-
I'll probably buy the Black Cat and the Bermejo. Although
Right.
this DeMeo cover is pretty sweet too.
Wow, he's got a long. He's got a long leg there though. It's like almost like he's spread eagle.
What is that?
It's is that Ramita?
No.
Could tell.
Mark Chalero foil variant.
Chalero. That's John Romita Jr.'s new pen name.
Is that what it is? The Ryan
I don't
Stegman
know.
variant. That's not bad for Stegman.
No, that's good for Stegman.
I like the Rhino chasing him to the subway. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Gil Kane one is nice, but it's not 1 in 50 quality.
No, not 1 in 50.
I think that could easily be a B cover, C cover, trade dress,
Mhm.
open order. But that Bermejo is super, super sexy.
Yeah.
But I hope that answers your question. And like Sam said, don't be a construct of time. Make your own
Construct
time.
your own time.
Level up.
Transcend.
And we'll transcend right into next Saturday. Love your faces. See you later.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.